Bigbossjock radio show. Listeners are encouraged to rise up, confront the U.S. government, kick off the revolution, be part of the solution, liberate the Confederate States of America, the Alamo, placed as the capital. Analyst assessment, episode 51. Yeah, the episodes one by one, getting there. Many. Knew it by the minute. It's been assessed. The pages can be read. They're being, at current date, May 18th, hosted on a website named The True Conspiracy Forum. There's a multitude of hundreds of pages with information pertaining to the USDIA included, listed on the mentioned website. People are encouraged to read the pages, learn more about the subject. The pyramid that's in place and about to take away the Yankee nation, been in place for decades. Another mention before beginning the assessment, May 23rd, 2019, 8:30 in the morning. Shasta County Superior Court, Division 2. I'd appreciate some assistance. It is the preliminary hearing. If there were some witnesses there, there isn't enough to proceed with this case due to what's going on. Well, it would be up to the discretion of the judge, though it would help the defendant, who shouldn't be a defendant. No, there should have been an investigation. Who should be in the courtroom are the Reading Police Department officials that sexually assaulted me, along with tortured me. Stand out in front of their office for months, over a year, with the same signs. They're various. Took a lot of time to make those signs by hand, have them taken. Sexually assaulted by the chief, included a multitude of other officials at the Reading Police Department. No type of investigation. They took the sign. Thought they dealt with the issue. Then they arrested me another time. Oh, they let me out. They didn't show in court. They knew. I was going to ask for a habeas corpus hearing in order to establish identity. Any federal agents out there? Maybe local law enforcement officials who were part of investigations that were halted by U.S. national security. Now they know what was being hidden. Many had an idea back then. Events that transpired over the last 50 years, some even before. But most are what happened during my lifetime. Issues that only an operator could know. I'd appreciate some assistance. Witnesses in court, if they are aware of that information, or maybe just happen to put my name in the computer and know that they let me go again because, they weren't able to detain me. Special attachment on the name, auxiliary name, the birth name, status at the U.S. Secret Service since 1988, the auxiliary name, an attachment, executive order directorate, not to impede the activities of federal identity holder Jean Paul Martineau. Birth name Earl Hawkins, placed at the U.S. Secret Service, receives monthly paycheck cash by the Reading Police Department. Official Shelly Angus. Monthly. Not a dollar my way. Ever. Since 1988. Never in my life ever paid by the U.S. government for anything. Not even any medical benefits. For anything? The multitude of operations I was part of. One after another. Bullet shot wounds. Not one due to my own conscious decision to participate in such an activity. Them, the USDIA, not held responsible. They're placed at the Reading Police Department, a multitude of officials. They are USDIA operators, wear a mask on their face, change their facial features, can do so by peeling off the mask and putting on another. Seldom ever show their true appearance, their real identity. Leaders in the government, also known to the public as musicians, artists, actors, actresses. She used to be included. Now she's just a dude in the group of guys. She hasn't received the name dude. I don't know. Maybe she does. She's called often a guy, so she's an actor. Plays the part. Something other than described as an actress. 30 minutes. He's no better. He chirps. Curtsies too. He's part of that group. The Yankee Foo. Leader of the group. Chirper out there in the front. Cheerleader for all to see. Listen to. 30 minutes. 24 seconds. Statement made. Unnamed official who's in black attire. Wasn't presented. Just began to speak. Action. Knocked on table. Computer generated knocked on table. There is nothing you can do. Stated so to the president. It just can't be that way. And he said so in a scolding tone. The U.S. president acknowledging that he should be addressed in such a way. That the official continued, there is nothing that can be done. Intent is to condition viewer to associate, identify with you. Understood, agent, talk direct, first person, one-on-one, termed you, U.S. President. Next will be the order, you, and what to do. Accept the interaction, usurpation of the executive branch. Without much fuss, continued, conditioned, to accept another form of governance. 30 minutes, 29 seconds, statement made. Unnamed official in black attire. Seated at the table. Right hand flank. Right side of the screen. Barriers physically keep people out. Really. Ignorant is the significance. Don advocates for a wall, does so on a daily basis. Why would it need to be told, given such a statement, is quite an insult. Sparky does backflips. Practice of a reduced intellect. Public condition to accept, in turn unable to operate. Can't function at a high intellect level. Allow nation to be taken. Can't think logically. Time enough, get the guns, rise up against the U.S. government. Confront them. Them, the ones who are about to not be held accountable after years of mismanagement. They're about to claim the U.S. government defunct. Don't take anymore. Preemptive be the measures. Necessary is take the initiative. Won't be more of an invite. Not going to program. Use the technique of you. Listen, get out there. Stop to wait. Enough of the hesitation. Flash of a moment. Notice on the television. Radio to print. Everywhere is the notice. Logo on the screen. And it'll be there. Homeland Security. Taking over the scene. Troops on the streets. Home by home inspections. Assisted upon evacuations. Rise up, revolutionary. Confront the enemy. Liberate the Confederate States of America. The Alamo, placed as the capital. 30 minutes. 35 seconds. Statement made. Christian. Used to be we would see. Used to be we would see. Interrupted by Agent Jeremy. Took a seat. Noise cranked up. Canned. Chair moved. Mic turned up on Dawn. Yeah, uh-huh. And it was, yeah, uh-huh. Kid school plays the fool. Leader needs to remember. Sounds are canned. Computer generated. Entire production a farce. Note the trickery. Used Dawn placed in the group. Note the trickery used. Dawn placed in the group. Equal but less than the others. Appears completely inept. Gone is the U.S. presidency. Taken by computer generation. Viewed as an illusion. Nothing but a deception. Should be taken in such a way. Listeners, when watching Yankee Sam's programming, it is nothing more than a deception, computer generated, placed. 30 minutes, 41 seconds. Statement made, Christian. Our border. Motioned at the same moment with hands. Formed a pyramid. Our border associates to the pyramid. Viewers' primal instinct skills begin to take over. Sign language read because our border. Well, our border is not very descriptive. They include in the hand motion, even if it was descriptive. The conditioning to accept a hand motion made at the same time as a comment, the person only needs to see the hand motion and knows the comment. Association takes place in the subconscious. Stored in the archive, understood, U.S. border is border, pyramid border, or border of the pyramid. But if it's applied such as U.S. border, it's pyramid border. Who is our? Signed with hands, name been demonstrated. We meant the pyramid. The subconscious deciphered the code. That of the viewer, the subconscious. Stores an archive, holds the information, multitude of files, different issues, preconceived ideas, programmed to think a certain way, conditioned to give up their nation, been stripped of their identity if they're a U.S. citizen, about to be if they were a U.S. citizen. Rise up, revolution, and that'll be no problem. Confederate citizen. Confederate States of America. 30 minutes, 43 seconds. Statement made, Christian. Hundreds of people reaching our border at one time. Reader, whose border? Autonomous region of California? Secure with our border patrol? What a farce. Computer generation take away the nation. Public in a stupor? Brainwashed through and through. Time to wake up. Snap to, get out there. Rock with roll. No need to stroll. Don't diddle daddle. Be up river without a paddle. Coppers be soon at the door. Gun confiscation about to begin. Just saying, keep in mind. Soon be time to decide. Bit left to assess. 30 minutes, 48 seconds. Computer generated. Condition the public accept friendly versus beastly. Take note of the Agent Jeremy. Dissociative identity disorder. Mr. Hyde versus Dr. Jekyll will be the example placed to Jeremy. Take note of the agent where is placed. Extension of the entity seated under the logo Homeland Security. Places thumbs together. Viewer conditioned to accept. Thumbs together. Pyramid is formed. Look at the farce. Eyes to facial expression. Watch the transition. occurs to the face, Agent Jeremy. Computer generated. Facial features. Send a message. The doctor with Mr. I'll call him Mr. Nice. And Doctor, I don't know. But it can't rhyme because then it'll be a conflict in the copyright from what I understand. Wouldn't want to use their term and be charged for using the line or have the copyright denied. So I'll just, or maybe it's available to the public. It's been enough years. Either way, I won't go back and strike what was already said. Though the next while I'll put something different in its place. They understand the idea. Mr. Nice and the other known as, well, what rhymes? Heckle, Jackal, Freckle, Speckle. Don't know. Haven't made a name yet. That case. The Beast and the other that's nice. 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Condition the public to accept that the copper suffers from dissociative identity disorder. One moment is friendly, the next moment is the abuser, predator, known as at times murderer, then continues back to being nice. Pretends is an assistant to the keeping of the order, the peace among the public. 30 minutes, 48 seconds through 31 minutes, 1 second. Statement made, Christian. Use the word we. Intonation placed, canned, parent to child, speaking to the U.S. president. Canned, indignant. Gone is the U.S. presidency. More conditioning for the public. They take their job seriously. B, we need to resource those so they can do more, stated Christian. Analyst assessment, another psychiatric session, except another in the group, holds equal power. Placed at the same level, U.S. President. Person by person, during duration of the entire clip, it's one example after another that everyone else in the room has the same power as the U.S. President through the use of our, we. Our included the word we. You scolds the one known as U.S. President. 31 minutes, 4 seconds. Statement made, Dawn. Computer generated. Acts the part. Can game show host. Maybe the Rotary Club. Get together with refreshments. U.S. presidency. Computer generated. Level of position diminished. Statement. So I just spoke with the people. In the first, second, and third. Very special people. And some in the fourth row. I see. Statement at dawn. Analyst assessment. Intent is to condition. Viewer to associate, identify with people. Persons are agents. People are illegal migrants. Citizen of the U.S. goes unmentioned. Identifies as people instead of as U.S. citizens. Soon, other initials about to be slipped in, placed in front. First, second, third rows. Later described fourth row. Viewer consciously accepts U.S. Border Patrol agents named as people. Viewer in turn associates, identifies the word them with the Border Patrol people instead of the U.S. Border Patrol agents. It's a big difference. Computer-generated place dialogue. The intent? Placed by the USDIA. The intent is to take away the nation. Do not allow the takeover. Rise up. Confront the U.S. government. Kick off the revolution. Go out there. Be part of the revolution. History in the making. Bring about the solution. I want only God. He helps me do the rhyme, line by line. I do give my thanks, along with gratitude, for our Father in heaven, our one only God. This is the Big Boss Jock, momentarily signing off.